You just need to put pants on.
Yeah, it's true. I'm in shorts right now.
He doesn't have pants
Hold on. How cold is it outside?
It seems cold
That's
to Siri.
good shorts weather right there. 33, about to get down to 26. I'm a minimalist to a fault. I don't have a second pair of pants.
So we have finally worked out a good system for how much we spend on a monthly basis to make this lifestyle sustainable.
In this video, we're going to just be really honest with you guys, like actually tell you how much money we make, how much money we spend on everything.
Yeah.
And also, you better like this because this was painful to put together because I did not want to find out these numbers. Shall we kick this off?
Let's do it.
Let's go. Brave enough? Boom. We make about $4,000 a month between the two of us at the moment. After tax. After tax, about $4,000 a month.
Yeah.
All of the money here we have allocated. We will probably do another video soon talking about how to put together your finances again. But if you go way back to the second video we ever put out, we have a little bit of we have a little bit of information on how to manage your finances. So our whole system,
how we manage our finances.
right. Since we're the little baby early 20s experts on finance, $4,000 a month after tax. That doesn't include YouTube.
Right.
And again, that's between both of our jobs.
With YouTube, just to give people an idea, we are not at all living on YouTube.
Right.
But we're probably making about like $500 a month.
$500 a month probably. And that is changing a lot. Thanks to you guys sharing and watching and rocking it. We are going to make more this month than we ever have before, which is awesome. But then there were a lot of months where we were making like $100.
Right.
So
I think it went from like last month it was like $160 to this month it's going to be like $800.
Yeah.
So you never know.
Yeah.
And we're not ever going to be counting on YouTube.
Our YouTube money actually is going to gear. So we have lighting, as you can see by this gloriously lit shot. We hope to get new gear soon. So anyway, that's just to lay that aside. This is money we make on our salaries. YouTube money just goes straight to gear.
Yeah.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Let's
Non-discretionary, necessary costs. You guys ready? Number one is all of our insurances. So we've got car insurance. We pay $184 a month for car insurance. That is through State Farm. We got a lot of questions on how do we insure the van. We insure it through State Farm. And
we actually insure it like a normal vehicle because we don't have a toilet or shower or any of those RV things.
Right.
That's one thing that's really interesting. So you have to obviously work with your insurance on this. I worked with our insurance, and so I had a lot of conversations with them, showed them all the pictures of our van.
They know exactly what we have in the van.
Yeah, they know exactly what we have. We talked through how much our van is worth now because of the build out. So with solar panels and things like that. And so we ended up actually we insured it for more than just the Sprint, like 2007 Dodge Sprinter would normally be insured. The other thing when it comes to our stuff, so like our books and our fridge and our like equipment and that kind of thing, all of that stuff is covered under renter's insurance. Because we have some of our things stored at our residency, technically, which is his parents' house in Texas, we can cover like our stuff that's housed at that residency, including all of our stuff that's in the van. And so if our van gets broken into or anything like that, then all of our stuff is covered under our renter's insurance.
So we've got the car insured for like $20,000, renter's insurance for an additional $20,000, I think.
The car is insured for $60,000.
Oh, is it really? Oh, that's gangster. I didn't know that. Wow.
I was the one who
She knows a lot more about insurance. Anyway, the point is our car insurance is $184 a month. Hefty, but we've got the whole package, the rental car, the towing, everything included.
Right.
So
it's really awesome.
Yeah, and I would say if you're gonna do this is your freaking home. Like what we keep learning is always pay to have the repair done, always pay to have it serviced, always pay for the better insurance.
Yeah.
It will treat you well. All right, we gotta move on. State Farm car insurance. Second, health insurance. This is an interesting one. We only pay $249 a month of health insurance. Okay, this is a very unique one.
Yeah.
We are part of something called a health sharing company. Basically, all the members pay a certain amount and it's like redistributed to the members. So it's not really like traditional healthcare. There are some limitations. For us as very healthy people that were able to qualify, no problem. It was perfect. It's super cheap. When my appendectomy happened, they paid like cash just like that.
Yeah.
So you can get cash discounts. It's totally legal.
Yeah.
It works for us. It is complicated enough that I'm going to leave a link in this video that you can go to if you want to and just kind of poke around. I will say it's not something I would categorically say everyone should do, right? But for us, it has been incredible.
Yeah.
It's crazy cheap. $1,000 deductible, and that's all. Covers a lot of preventative health care and rocks for us, and only costs us $249 a month together.
Internet and phone is $120 per month. We go through Verizon, and we have their unlimited plan, which is how we get internet, unless we're in coffee shops.
Right. So this is unlimited phone service, but more importantly, the reason we need unlimited is we use it as like a personal hotspot, and we have up to 24 gigs each before they start slowing us down. That is an insane, I mean, probably not, it's an insane amount of data.
Right.
So we can literally work in our van. We can be in the middle of nowhere and be working. We can be at a coffee shop and the internet goes down and be working, no problem.
Yeah.
So that has been clutch. And for America, Verizon is as good as it gets.
We also have my brother and one of our friends on the plan to bring it down a lot. We like it because it's actually doing this is less than what it was costing us to do like $50 a month of Wi-Fi at our apartment plus $100 a month for phones.
Yep.
So this
but you got to own your devices. That's at least the way we're doing it.
Yeah.
Gym membership. This is literally, I'm putting this on the non-discretionary necessary costs because not just for the gym, it is for showers. I mean, you've got to have a place to go shower on the road. Hands down, anyone should have a gym membership.
Yeah.
But if you want to look as good as us, you just got to have a gym membership. Just kidding. We never work out at the gym. We need to more. We never do.
We have a Planet Fitness membership, which works really well for us in the States. Our Planet Fitness is pretty much everywhere.
Yep.
And they're only $20 a month, and you can go to any location.
This is like the elite one is $20 a month. You can even bring a friend. So we could get away with her. We did for a while. Her having one and me not having one.
Right.
And just being her guest. But then it became kind of complicated because only one of us, like, she would have to be there if I went.
Right.
Or I don't know. It's a little bit more limiting. And $20 is so little. So we pay $40 a month, but we have unlimited access anywhere in the country. So health insurance, $249. Car insurance, $184. Internet and phone, about $120. Gym membership, $40. That is right around $600 per month on average that we end up spending.
Yeah.
Now,
that's like our rent, honestly.
Yeah, it's basically is. On to the non-necessary, non-discretionary cost. I think, in my opinion, these are basically necessary as well, but they might not be necessary for you. So, one is investments. We both have Roth IRAs, and we invest about $200 a month right now. So it's not much, but it's something just to keep putting money into them.
Yeah.
So that's, in my opinion, everyone should be doing that at least a little bit, but it's up to you. So investments are about $200 a month. Life insurance is $50 together per month. We have just kind of a super basic life insurance, and we've locked in a 30-year rate. So it's $50 a month for both of us.
That's a key thing that I didn't know about life insurance until we bought it, is the younger you are when you purchase it, the lower your rate is for like decades.
So
because we were so young when we purchased it last year, we have a really low rate that will be the same rate for us.
We're going to be like 50 and still be paying $50 a month.
It's nice.
So the last one's easy. It's Spotify. We have a family account, $15 a month, so we've got a bunch of family members on it. It's only $15 a month. But the key thing is, and don't tell Hulu or Netflix this, but we've kind of like bartered with our Spotify. So like a buddy of mine, I took his Netflix and he took my Spotify.
Yeah.
And he happens to be also on my phone plan, so apparently we like this guy. So it's about $250, a little bit more, but about $250 a month in the strictly necessary, non-discretionary costs. Non-discretionary, I mean we never make the choice to spend it, it just comes out. So that is our non-discretionary cost, $850. Halfway through the video and 20 minutes in. Boom.
Yes.
On to discretionary cost. This one was the one that was hard to look up because I knew the other cost. I had not been paying attention to this one.
So this is stuff like coffee, groceries, eating out, like going shopping.
Yeah. Basically anything else other than like any of the day-to-day expenses.
Yeah.
We had originally budgeted way lower for this, just so you'll know. Like, I don't know. Even when we're not eating out that much, we buy a lot of coffee, as you'll see. Part of that is almost like buying a co-working space, right? So that's the kind of expense you can way cut down on at home. Coffee was an interesting little X factor. We keep making excuses for it. We spent $290 on coffee. So about $300 a month. But that makes sense because that's about $10 a day. And
I don't know how we got to $10 a day because in my head we're buying $2-3 coffees, but
no, I know how we got to $10 a day because there's amazing coffee flights.
That's what
the
I'm
occasional
saying.
bag of coffee you purchase.
This is the culprit.
The fourth refill of coffee. And also, I mean, if you're using that much space and talking to the baristas and getting to know their town, you want to tip, you want to do well, and we 99% of the time go to a local coffee shop to support local business. It's better coffee, better vibe. Groceries, we spent $3.56 on groceries. That was quite a bit.
Yeah. But we value, okay, so that's the other thing, is you could definitely spend a lot less on groceries, probably for two people, but we really, really value eating really good food, really healthy food, so we buy a lot of produce.
Most of our grocery tips are probably like $60, $70. So the way we break this down is that's probably $300 to $400 a month on groceries. Basically, we spend about $100 a week, which sounds high to me, doesn't it?
It doesn't sound high to me at all.
About $100 a week. 75 to $100 a week probably on groceries. Eating out, we spent almost the same as we did groceries.
Which I'm a little bit disappointed in. I'd rather spend more on groceries.
Yeah, that's true. I think Canada did it to us with the eating out.
That's true.
Because usually we only eat out like once a week, twice a week.
Yeah.
The problem is you can... This is the hard thing about living on the road, is you can do 4 or 5 days great without eating out, and then you can kind of crack for 2 or 3 days, and you'll eat out 10 times in 3 days, you know?
You have so many opportunities to eat out.
Every meal. So eating out was $362. I'm going to stop with the cents thing. $362 eating out.
Okay.
Basically, I averaged about $30 per meal, you know. Either it's Chipotle at $16.90 exactly, or it's like a $40 meal. So averaged at about $30 a meal. We eat out once or twice a week, typically.
And if you're really careful, you can obviously pretty much eliminate that, but you're just going to have to spend a little more on groceries.
Exactly. So I think we'll spend less than that next time. But basically $360 eating out, $360 on groceries. Gas is the least discretionary one still. We spent $248.92 on gas in October, so not that much.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
That one will vary a lot though. So we're about to go to Toronto. We're gonna spend way a lot of money going to Toronto. So I would say probably $200 to $400 a month for gas. Would you not say?
Yeah, for sure. And that really depends on. Like, if we're driving across the country or trying to get to a place or whatever, then we're going to definitely spend a lot more money. But if you, like, stay mostly in the same place, honestly, you could probably go, like, a week and a half without
Yeah,
up,
and we get such good gas mileage. We went from Seattle to Bellingham to Canada, Vancouver, to Squamish, an hour north, back to Vancouver, back to Bellingham, and we didn't even have to fill up once.
Yeah.
And that was, like, 8 days. Yeah. So, gas... $248.92, so basically $250. But basically that's about $1,200 per month that we spent on discretionary spending.
Yeah.
Which you could spend less, but there's this balance we're trying to find of really doing well on the road. Like if there's a bunch of coffee shops, it's okay to go to those coffee shops. Like you're in a new place, that's how we get to know it.
Yeah.
It's okay to eat at a good vegan rrestaurant.
Yeah.
It's okay to eat at a good non-vegan restaurant if you're vegan. Didn't mean to be that elitist there. But it's okay to eat at a restaurant. The only expense I missed here is that the van has pretty regular expenses.
True.
I would say like $1,500 a quarter maybe is what we're going to end up dumping on the van.
Yeah, and sometimes more, sometimes less. But you have to get it serviced every few thousand miles.
Right.
And we just had to buy tires, like snow tires. So there's just different things that you do need to be aware of as you go along.
Totally.
So
summarizing, about $850 non-discretionary, about $1,200, so basically $2,000 in cost per month is what we end up spending.
Yeah.
Which, that's what we just spent on our bills before we left. Just our bills that came out, remember?
Yeah.
So that's pretty banging.
Yeah.
And then, interesting little thing, she makes a little bit more than me right now. So 100% of my money is going to our long-term savings. We can live on her salary, just barely, and then all of my money is going into our savings. So interestingly enough, we are accumulating pretty steady savings, very steady, I would say, actually, savings on the road. And then again, our YouTube money is going to gear.
I hope that really helps you kind of gauge what your expenses are going to be, because they're obviously going to be different than ours. But that gives you an idea of what it really costs to live on the road, sustainably and comfortably too.
Right.
Like you could probably do it for way less than we do, but you'd have to stress out a lot about money and make sure that you're only spending this much and budgeting really hard.
On the flip side, you could do it for a heck of a lot more than we do. You could easily spend $4 or $5 grand a month on the road. No problem. Like, it would be so easy.
You could eat out all the time.
For us, this isn't just, we're not trying to make money out here. We're actually surprised we're able to save it all. So we're really excited about that. We're just having a lifestyle that we enjoy, right? This is about the freedom of the lifestyle. It's not about, let's live this miserable life while we stow things away. And we love being in a van, you know? So we want to enjoy our time and keep clicking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hope that is helpful. Let us know if you have any questions in the comments below.
I'm sure you'll have a lot. Please ask all the questions.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, friends.
We will talk to you in the next video.
See ya.
Bye.